Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Finishing taking off my nail polish that I needed to take off weeks ago. Anyway, good morning. I am going to be building the Shang-Chi Legends of Ten Rings set today. I'm super excited to build it actually because I watched the movie last night, which is why I decided to build that set today. I was trying to figure out which set I was going to build today, and I saw that movie was on Disney Plus, so I decided to watch it, and it really inspired me to build the set. And I'm really excited that I didn't build the set before seeing the movie, because I think even though it's a dragon, and I love dragons, I appreciate the set a lot more now. Even just looking at the box, I kind of want to go get another one after seeing the movie. So, yeah, anyway, it looks great. The set so far looks awesome. I really love the eye on the dragon, so I'm excited to see that. And the dragon in the movie looks amazing. So, I think they did a pretty good job. Like the dragon in the movie is a gorgeous dragon. So I'm pretty excited to be building it. And hi, Scott. Good morning. How are you? Are you going to the school? Yeah. Okay. That's my husband. Our daughter Willow just called. And she's feeling a little stuffy. So Cole's going to pick her up. So, hey, Matthew. Good morning. How are you? I am excited to be here. Normally in the winter, I go in like very introvert mode. So I didn't know how I was going to feel about live streaming throughout the winter. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I am really excited to be here this morning because I am actually super stoked to build the set. And the movie was awesome. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'll probably be talking about some of it, and there might be some spoilers, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Full disclosure, I am not a huge Marvel super fan, so I don't know all the things. I would say I'm more of a casual fan, if that makes sense. I haven't seen a lot of the movies. Yes, I found out it's Big Mama Scrimp. Jamae. Hello, good morning. I had little baby scrimp over here a little bit. We got the poly bag and Mandy built that. So cute. Oh, I don't think it's like fully together, but I'll grab it. So this is the poly bag version of her. Oh, you can see I haven't finished taking my nail polish off those two yet. But this is the little poly bag version of her. And I think it's super cute. And Mandy built this. So super cute. Good morning, Heather. How's it going? I think they did a pretty good job getting her in micro build form for the poly bag. But her tail is flipped around. So yeah, we found the poly bag in stores, and Mandy built this a couple days ago. So there's little baby Scrimp and Big Mama Scrimp. Jamae, have you seen the movie yet? I remember, watching your stream when you built this. I hadn't seen like any of the previews for the movie, and I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like, I knew that it was going to be fun, right? I like superhero movies. I think they're always fun and entertaining to watch, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. I think the way that they, I'm not Chinese, and I don't know a whole lot of really deep culture with it, but I think that they did a really good job at keeping it tactful. to it. Oh, dang. I have not seen it yet. Kelly's been super busy with yoga teacher training, and I'm waiting for her to watch it. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Like I was saying, I think they did a really tactful job at talking about the incorporating culture into it. Something that I really loved was seeing they had food dogs in it and as protectors. And I thought that was something that made me really excited, seeing the food dogs. Like I said, I don't know enough about Chinese culture to know if they, like what they missed, what they got right, what they didn't. But what I do know, I feel like they did really well with. And I think that's something that was really missing from a lot of movies, especially superhero movies. And I know that specifically with Shang-Chi, that was something that they were trying really hard to get right, because originally it was, sorry, I'm taking my fingernail polish off before we get started, so that's why I'm looking down. I'm almost done. Originally the villain in this situation was Dr. Fu Manchu, right? And he was very racistly, I don't even know how to say that. It was very racist on how they portrayed him as a villain and the culture. And I think they did a really good job. Not only did they not have him, they had the Mandarin instead of Dr. Fu Manchu. So I think they did a really good job with the choices that they made to not use, to stay true to the comic books, but, kept true to the storyline in ways that they could in order to make it appropriate. And I think they did a really good job of it, and it was really fun for me to watch. I studied acupressure a little bit when I was in massage school, and also when I learned how to do fire cupping. So I know a little bit. That's mainly where I know about Chinese culture, is through Chinese medicine that I studied when I was in massage school and learning. And then after massage school, I learned how to do fire cupping, which has a lot to do with the balance of your body and things like that. And you kind of have to learn a little bit about Chinese culture and the way that they view things in order to learn those. So from what I do know, I think they did a really good job keeping true to the culture and adding some of those really fun and important things in. So I would be excited to see or to talk to someone who knew a little bit more than I do about the culture, to see where they may have missed some opportunities. And so Jamae, I know on your stream, I know you're probably working and lurking, so sorry if oh man, this is a punch box. Oh, the worst. I don't plan on saving the box though, so I'll do it. Lego. So sorry if I keep asking you questions, but I really enjoyed your stream that you did about this movie. And you were talking about it before it came out a while ago. But after seeing the movie, I don't totally dislike the color of the skin on Shang-Chi and his sister, Xiling. Because they are very fair-skinned. I think the color is okay. I think it represents them well. And her face is sort of all right, but I still think that they shouldn't have used the faces that they used. They should have given them their own prints. I will 100% stand by that. I think that the color of their skin, they are more fair. So I think that that's still representative of the way that they actually look, but their face prints are not. However, Wenwu I think they should have given him a darker skin tone for sure. Because he was a darker skin tone. And I think, as you were talking about, they definitely should have given them their own face prints because they just don't fit for them. So, all right, let's go down to build cam. Oh, sorry, I just smacked my mic. That might have been loud. Also, I have my washer going. My oldest daughter's laundry day is Wednesday, so she got her laundry put in before she went to school. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. I know my mic picks up that sound because my washer is like just right there behind that door. I think I talked about this in my stream, but I don't actually feel super qualified to talk about the cultural references, but I'm happy to learn like everyone else too. Yeah, and I don't think you necessarily have to be 100% qualified to just bring it up in conversation. But, you know, there's some things that they did right and some things that they didn't. And you can't hear the washer. Okay, good. But yeah, I'm always really interested in learning what other people have to say. You know, I didn't grow up in the culture, and it's always really cool. Any culture that you didn't grow up in, I really enjoy learning about other people's cultures just in general. But since I did study Chinese medicine, I think Chinese culture is one of the cultures that I am a little bit more interested in because I understand, or I have already learned just a little bit about it, if that makes sense. And another one I had when I was in high school, I dated a kid who was Samoan, and so I got to learn a little bit about that as well. So that was fun. When I was dating him, that was fun to learn about as well. All right, okay, so I'm gonna go front cam for this. I know that I just switched it, but this is Morris. Oh, here we go. I wish they would have given him some color. I know that it would have been really hard to do on a piece this small, but he was so cute in the movie. And he's a little creepy in the movie, just being the creature that he is. This is a creature that I need to learn about because I do know that he is based off of some type of creature in Chinese mythology type stories. So I want to learn a little bit more about him, but he was super cute. So, okay. So yeah, exactly. It's less of an issue with the skin tone and more of the reuse of faces for Caucasian actors, and also the inconsistency of color and correction on the box art and other marketing materials. Absolutely. 100% agree on that. And so it's like I was saying, I don't think that they should have given backwards. I don't think they should have given these two a different skin tone, but they should have given him a different skin tone for sure. I think, is it light nougat? That's the one that's just a shade darker than this, or is this considered light nougat? Either way, he should have been a shade darker than these two because he is a shade darker. As far as like Lego colors would be concerned. And yeah, the reuse of faces that they made for Caucasian actors just seems silly. And like what we talked about before, you know, they're not really a low startup company anymore. They can't afford to make those choices, and making those face prints and things like that wouldn't have hurt them in any way. So yeah, yep. I think that is light nougat, and Wenwu should have been nougat like Cho, for sure. So, So I don't think it's any surprise that the dragon was my favorite part of the movie. The movie is a little bit long. I feel like it might just be shy of 3 hours. Let's look it up. Let's see how long it was. But, it had an origin story and then an origin story of a couple different characters, and then also the part of the... Oh, good morning. I guess it's not morning for you, but hello, Zan. I'm out at the moment, but I can't stay, but I wanted to say hi. Hello. Thanks for stopping in, Zan. I loved your stream yesterday. It was super fun. I am building the Shang-Chi dragon, the Great Protector dragon. All right. I can do things. I can pay attention. $2.2 hours, Wikipedia says. 2.2 hours. Okay. So the movie is 2.2 hours. And I wouldn't say that it felt super long. It was really entertaining the whole way through. I really enjoyed it. I don't think there were a whole lot of parts that I didn't find interesting. I think they did a really good job with keeping your attention throughout the movie. There are quite a few subtitles in it. So I wouldn't recommend watching it like on a small screen, or like if you're tired and things like that. I have the subtitles on all the time anyway, or like closed captioning, that's always on for us. But sometimes we'll like watch movies in bed on our computer and it's pretty small. So, I wouldn't recommend doing that if that's what you typically do. Be ready to read a little bit. It's not the whole movie, but the first 5-10 minutes are in subtitles. So, be prepared to read a little bit. But my 10-year-old, who, she's good, but she's not like the best reader. She struggles with it a little bit. She was able to keep up just fine with reading the subtitles. So I think most people would be able to keep up with that as well. And she really enjoyed it as well. But my 10-year-old loves dragons just as much, maybe more than I do. So I don't know if that's really a surprise. There is only one dragon in the movie, but I also... Oh, wait, hold on. Scott and I always do closed captioning on everything we're watching too, just a habit at this point. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like once we had toddlers, it was just like really hard to focus if the subtitles weren't on or closed captioning. So I also struggle with subtitles, so I feel that watching Squid Game was hard at times. I have not watched Squid Games yet. I've heard it's really good though. And it's one I'll probably end up watching once I get through the list of all the things we need to watch. But yeah, I heard Squid Game was really entertaining and I would like to watch it. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the time when I put on a show specifically, sometimes it's just for like that background noise or to listen to while I'm just doing something else. And this is definitely a movie, at least the first time you're watching it, like you have to pay attention because you can't just listen to it. I mean, unless you speak Chinese or Mandarin, I guess I'm pretty sure Mandarin is the language that they're speaking throughout the movie when they're using subtitles. So unless you speak Mandarin, it's probably a movie you want to pay attention to. Oh, hey, look, I can build on camera. I do that all the time, especially if I'm on my phone. It's really hard to get people like tagged in their names. It's difficult. Squid Game is incredible. Yeah, so I don't watch a ton of shows that my kids can't watch because usually I just have it like playing, while I'm doing laundry or cleaning or doing something else. And that's probably a big reason why I haven't watched a Squid Game yet. But I will watch it eventually. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we do let our kids watch that a lot of people wouldn't necessarily let their kids watch. But I can already tell that Squid Game is not one of those that we would let them watch quite yet. And did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Because, yeah, like the excessive gore and things like that are not things that we typically let the kids watch. If it's just a little bit here and there, they usually do okay with it, but I'm not trying to give them nightmares. Not yet, anyway. Good morning, Kendra. How are you? Hope you are doing good. I am building, where'd my box go? This Shang-Chi dragon. I watched the movie last night and I really liked it. This base that the dragon sits on is really pretty. Nice and simple, but really pretty. All right, I'm doing things. But yeah, so we let our kids watch some things that probably aren't the best. But we try and Squid Games gave you and Kelly nightmares. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe I don't watch it before I go to bed then. That's usually when I watch shows. Especially if it's shows that kids can't watch. Scott was playing Zelda Breath of the Wild and our toddler was watching, and then the night our toddler woke up saying Big Pig. Oh, dang. You never know what's going to be the thing, right? So I watched a lot of horror movies with my parents when I was younger. Like I remember watching it when it was on TV with my parents, and I watched Interview with a Vampire and Queen of the Damned, and like my parents took me to the theater to see Queen of the Damned, which was rated R. And I wasn't 18 or 17. And those never got me. But I remember the movies that scared me the most when I was super little, it was Piranha. Piranha made me not want to take a bath. I would like sit in the back of the bathtub, like not wanting to be in water, which was strange because I am a water child. And, it didn't scar me too much for too long because I will go back in the water now. It didn't last very long. But so piranha got me, but not Jaws. And then I remember Final Destination being the one that was like, oh, this made me terrified of everything. But I think it's because Final Destination is more realistic of just like the crazy accidents that can happen. It's not always things that, it's very unlikely, of course, but things that it's like, oh, you could slip in the shower and choke yourself on the shower head. Is that likely? Absolutely not. But is it possible? Yes. Ghostbusters is the one that got you. What was it about Ghostbusters? Because I could see that. I could see that giving someone like a fear of dogs, too. But yeah, it's always interesting to me to know like which movies were the ones that got you. I watched, Halloween and Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. All those movies. But, Piranha is the one that got me. Vigo. That's the second one, right? Vigo is pretty intense. The baby stealer?
Mm-hmm. He is Vigo.
And like all the pink sludge. That's a good one. I'm sort of building on camera. I'm sort of doing this. Yeah, I could totally see that. But yeah, that's what I mean, is it's like you never know which ones are the ones that are going to get you. When did the second one come out? Actually, I don't even know when the first one came out. I think the remake comes out this weekend. Tomorrow, maybe. So, Kendra, do you still not like that movie, or are you okay with it now? So, oh, hey, Flynn. Good morning. How are you? We are talking about random movies that may have scared you as a kid. Because I watched a lot of horror movies and scary movies growing up, but Piranha and Final Destination are the ones that got me for some weird reason. Do you have a movie like that, Flynn? I know that you're also a horror movie fan and grew up that way as well. I'd be interested to know what weird movie is the one that scared you. Actually, I think you've said it before. I think you have told us before which movie is the one that scared you. But yeah, have so much fun at work. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. They came out in the 80s when I was born, and I'm okay with it now, yeah. Oh, yeah. Poltergeist. I don't think I watched that one when I was super young. I think I was a little older when I watched Poltergeist.
I think that one still gets me.
Yeah, that was still pretty scary.
There's some really ridiculous, goofy stuff, but like there are things that are really creepy.
Yeah, there are lots of things that are really creepy about that movie. That's a good one.
I love that movie.
I feel like that's more legitimate than Piranha. I think there's some piranhas in aquariums in Utah. But back then, they're like, piranhas didn't really exist in Utah at all. And my parents had to be like, it's a very irrational fear that you're having right now. I'm sure it was hard to be my parent at that time too, because it's like, you're fine with this, but you can't handle piranhas. Where's the line? Where's the line? I still don't even know. So, sorry, parents. Piranhas, the Bermuda Triangle, and quicksand were all big fears in the 70s and 80s. Exactly. You know? I think there's a lot of things out right now saying, like, I thought that these were going to be a lot bigger deals than they ended up being. We were all terrified of quicksand. And not once have I ever come across it.
Blame Princess Bride.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, not that anyone would even be close to that. Exactly. Princess Bride is probably the one that made me the most terrified of quicksand. And like giant swamp rat things.
Rodents of unusual size?
Rodents of unusual size, exactly.
I don't think they exist.
Cole's just to my right. If you guys didn't figure that out, if you're not here. You can come sit on camera if you want.
If you want to watch me draw.
He's drawing for his appointment later today. Oh, that's the wrong part. But he usually just likes to sit right off camera anyway. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. Kendra says hello.
I said hello back.
Oh, did you?
Just really. Just right when you said that.
It's got a lag on my end. I wasn't looking at him in that moment.
Internet things.
Internet things. The thing I really enjoyed about this movie is it talks about balance a lot. And I think that's something that is pretty deep in Chinese culture. You know, they don't specifically say like yin and yang, but they reference it a lot. Oh, where's the tile? It's not this one. I had one of them. Oh, it was hiding on the sticker sheet. That was sneaky. Look at that. I had this red tile and it was hiding on the sticker sheet right here. It's a sneaky tile. So something that I learned when I was studying Chinese medicine is that qi is actually the balance. Oh, that's not even the right piece either. Qi is the balance within your body. So in acupressure, which is what I studied, very similar to acupuncture, but you have to have a whole other array of licenses in order to be able to do acupuncture. Not within my licensure as a massage therapist, but acupressure is, and it was something that I was taught in school. So qi is kind of what you're trying to go for when you are getting acupressure or acupuncture. It's trying to help your body achieve balance. And it's the energy within your body. So that's like a really lame, quick way of explaining it. But so I found that interesting just within his name. It also can be referenced as qi which is QI. So, after I watched the movie, I was doing a little bit of research on the characters and their origins and things like that. And I only spent a few minutes, so I didn't go super deep into it. But, I haven't been practicing. I haven't been doing massage or cupping for almost 2 years now, which is crazy to think about. It kind of made me miss that aspect of it because it was really fun to learn that stuff. Yes, exactly. Key is a boss Scrabble word. You get all the points on that. And if you didn't know that before, now you know.
Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle. All right, we're going to go. Oh, yeah, I always forget that this camera is just so much fuzzier than my other one. But that's why I use it for this one. But I really like these parts. That's what I was going to show you. Can you hear them clicking? So they use these parts quite a bit in a lot of the dragons that I've built, but also in mechs. It makes a really, really strong joint. And because it's Technic, and then it also has like a gear, I guess is what you could call it. Would you call that a gear, Scott? You're going to be my new gear teacher here soon. You told me on a stream the other day that you would. But I really enjoy these with mechs and dragons. These parts make really, really great joints. So if you're ever building a figure or anything like that that needs a posable joint, this is a really, really good option. I also want to build the new AT-AT that's coming out. The way that they do those joints looks awesome. I would love to see how they do those, especially because you build your own little screwdriver to be able to position them. Oh, right. You backing out? Backing out of being my gear teacher? I'm just kidding. I'll go buy the book. I've seen the book a million times, and I always think I should buy that and learn how to do those things. I think on a different note, I think what I actually need to learn is motors, because I really like play functions and I enjoy putting those into builds. Those are some of my favorite things in sets are play functions. So doing manual play functions is something that I typically add, and I really enjoy building those. But having it do it on its own, like just being able to hit a button, like a roller coaster, which is something I want to put in the castle that I'm working on, is a motorized version. So, I don't have to sit there and push on like the little track that's going underneath. So, yeah, I think I just need to pick up a book on power functions and learn the basics of it. Yes, Technic for the win. I do like Technic. Whenever I need to pay more attention when I'm building Technic, because I'll go through the build. Like I just built Gravedigger not too long ago, and I really enjoyed it. But I also, I think that's the wrong side. There we go. I got through the build, and I was just following the instructions and got through the build and went, I don't know what I just built. All right, have a bunch of right sides, but no left sides. That one is right. Are you hiding? There we go. That's the one I needed. It's what you get when you're a chaos builder. Scott and I may be attempting to bring a motorized mock to Brick's Cascade. Procrastination. Oh no, Maddie, you still have plenty of time. It is the A-full way. We need to buy more power functions. Sadly, they're not compatible with Mindstorms. Good to know. Is Mindstorms what you like to use? Once we have some, I'm gonna look at making adapters. Nice. Yeah, I think a lot of people would be really interested to know how to use power functions with Mindstorms. Seems kind of weird that they wouldn't. And powered up as well, right? Which one was the older one? I think powered up was the older one, and now they're kind of moving more towards power functions. Is that right? I don't know these things. As Brenda would say, I don't even go here. I don't know anything. Just like to pretend like I do. And I'm good with that. But yeah, I love Mindstorms. I wish it was bigger outside of education. Yeah, I agree. And they're kind of sold as and marketed as that, right? They're sold as their education packs and stuff more than just, here's something super fun you can add to your Lego building. But yeah, so the castle that I took to Brick Slopes on the 48 by 48, I had a little, there's like an underground mine shaft under that castle. Well, there's not anymore. I tore it down. But the castle that it's based off of is Regana's castle. And, oh, Flynn's headed out. Bye, Flynn. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to chat. Have a good day at work. You know things, I'm sure. I mean, I know some things, but sometimes it's like, nope, that's okay. Always more to learn, and I'm good with that. But yeah, anyway, so the castle that is based off of is Regana's castle, which is from the Elves line and the Elves series. And when they tried to break into her castle to save dragons, they have to like open up this water, and then they end up in an underground mine, and they take this like mine cart and end up to like the underground castle door. And so, I had a really, really basic condensed version of that in the 48 by 48 version. And it was just like an oval, like one level was higher and then the other level was lower. So like you could open up you opened up the waterfall to get to it, and then you could like push the little track, or you could push the little cart and it would just go down to the bottom of the track. And then there was like part of the wall that you could open up to be able to get to the track, and then it would like go to the castle door. But I want to make a bigger, accurate version of that. And instead of having to do that manually, I'd like to, put it on a track, which I'm sure that part would be pretty easy because it would just be really similar to like how the roller coaster works, right? Like you just have to have the track that you push the button once the cart gets to a certain part, you just have to push the button and then it gears it back up all the way to the top, and then it'll drop again. So I think that'll be a good place to start. I don't have the roller coaster. And I don't think that that's a set that I'm willing to buy just to learn that part of it. But that's the function that I'm looking for in for the castle that I'm building. And then if I get Regana's castle done in time, I also want to do Noctura's tower, which is my favorite Lego set ever. I don't have it. It was right here, just next to me for a really long time, but because it was right here, it got played with, and so it's kind of in pieces right now. But it has a really cool play function that I like. So it has like a bat at the top, and the bat wings are originally closed like this. And then there's a part that you just turn and the wings open up, and there's like the bat head and then wings, and the bat wings kind of like open up to reveal that Noctura is standing right there in her castle, or on her tower, which is a castle. So, if I get Regana's castle done in time, I would like to do Noctura's tower as well. So I need to figure out, if I get to that point, I would want to figure out how to make that a motorized function as well, to be able to like push a button and have her wings open up. The wings on the tower open up. I think that would be super fun to do as well, but it would be quite a bit larger than what the set is. So, it might be pretty hard to do for either a manual play function or a motorized function. So, that's something to figure out as well. But those are the two things that I would want to learn how to do play functions, or how to do like powerized motor functions for right now. I think those would be really fun to do. What type of mock are you guys wanting to take to Bricks Cascade? Unless it's a secret. I know lots of people like to keep their things secret. That was a double turn. Stop the press. The A-fold villain is here. How's it going, Joel? How are you? I am building a dragon. An amazing dragon. We were also talking about power functions and such. I know you like to pretend you're not a mocker, but do you play with power functions and stuff like that? Do you like to motorize things? I would be interested to know. Also, have you seen Shang-Chi? I think you have. Pretty sure I saw in the Discord that you had talked about it. And if you have, what did you think? Because I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I watched it last night. I'm just asking you all the questions. As soon as you get in, bombard you with questions. I'm also bombarding Uber, Maddie, and Scotthu, aka Maddie and Scott, what they plan on taking to Bricks Cascade. Show up for a live stream, get asked all the questions. I like that dragon, except it has a fragile section. Interesting. We'll have to see which section it is. Does that have to do with this part right here? Hide my face. Because these aren't super sturdy. I really like these ones. Those joints are pretty sturdy. Typically, these Technic joints. But yeah, like just the regular ball joint is not typically the sturdiest. Oh no, I have to do stickers. I forgot. And I put lotion on my hands. All right, we're getting some answers here. So for Bricks Cascade, I want to build a treasure chest that has washed ashore and the lid opens up and a crab is peeking out. That is adorable. I would love to see that. I mean, even if it's like creepy and not adorable, still love to see it. Shang-Chi was the first movie I saw after COVID lockdown. It was the only one in theater until 2 more showed up 5 minutes into the movie. Nice. We saw Raya in theaters, and we've seen a couple, but yeah, there haven't been like any people. There haven't been any people in the theater when we went. Also, we've been able to like rent out theaters at a really good price during COVID. So that was an awesome option to have. We never did because we just went at times that people weren't really going to the movies anyway. But, you know, we had that option, so it was cool. All right, this set didn't come with a brick separator. I guess it was like just under the threshold. But I have lotion on my hands, so. Stickers. Stickers require a brick separator. So that I don't get lotion all over the sticker. It will be adorable for sure. Awesome. Ooh, this is tricky. It's like a 1x2 sticker. And it's on a curved surface. Tricky, tricky. For the castle section, I want to make a working trebuchet, and I'm also brainstorming some sort of interactive Mindstorms game. That'd be super cool. I'm hoping it'll be the size of a football or bigger. We will see. That will be awesome. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, I think, just acquiring bricks for mocks, larger mocks. I mean, sometimes even smaller mocks is the more difficult part. All right, I'm doing more stickers. You have to get the other Shang-Chi set if you want all 10 rings. This one doesn't come, I thought this one did come with the 10 rings. Or you might be right. I did not get it. Oh yeah, this one comes with 5. You're right. I didn't get the other one yet, but I saw that it's on sale on Target, so I was planning on picking it up today actually. So yeah, so I definitely just picked this one up because it is a dragon. But after seeing the movie and really enjoying it, I do want to go pick up the other set now. And like I said, it's on sale at my Target right now, so I will be getting it hopefully today. Probably after we are done streaming. The part where Neo's mouth gets sealed shut in the Matrix. Psh, nerd. That's right. Nerds are the best. Oh, not quite. Almost had perfect sticker placement. We were almost there. I'm also probably not doing this on camera. Sorry. I guess you can watch me do it in the front. You knew what I was when you picked me up. Exactly. going to make me put a sticker on the other side now too, isn't it? So many stickers. All right, I would say that, oh, here, we'll go to this one right here. Whoop. That's a lot of stickers and small ones to go on the dragon. What's the Target discount on the other Shang-Chi set? I only want it for the bad guy with the blade arm. I'm interested to see how they do his blade arm because I don't, like when I was looking at it last night, I don't know how much I really liked it. I would like to see how they do that. But it's 24 instead of 30. So, you know, not a crazy discount, but decent. I'll take it. All right. We are here. We are doing the things. But yeah, I also don't know. I didn't pay attention enough, I guess, to see the yellow car that's in the set. Because I feel like the car that they were in, like they were in a bus when they first got attacked, and then they were in a different car that was like black and had graffiti on it. So I think I'm going to have to watch it again to see where the yellow car in the movie or in the set comes in, because I did not catch that. And I didn't really remember the set until after I had watched the movie. I was like, oh, I should probably go get that other set. So I looked at my Target app and I was looking at as I was looking at it, I noticed that the set has a yellow car in it. All the stickers on this dragon. Better have good sticker placement or it might drive me insane. Oh yeah, here we go. More stickers. Usually I don't use a brick separator to do this, but I did just put lotion on my hands just before I started building, so we were using a brick separator to do stickers today. Usually a pretty good trick to use, so you don't get like your fingerprints and stuff. Just depends on how serious you are about your sticker placements, I guess. I'm not usually too picky about it. Off to a meeting, have fun. Aubrey, you should come to ULUG on Saturday. It depends on if someone will watch my children or not. That's always the problem with meetings. Children. But have fun in your meeting. See you, Maddie. All right, last 2 weeks, Target had to spend $50 on Lego and get a $10 gift card. Ours might still be doing that. Might have ended. I know that they're doing other sales on toys right now. Disney's like buy two, get one free, but Lego's always excluded and stuff like that. So good morning, Galaxy. Well, it's not morning for you. But hello. I'm doing really good. How are you doing? All right. And then we do another sticker. That second sticker wasn't the best, not gonna lie. Did not do the greatest at that one. Small curved stickers are difficult, guys. All right. We can do hard things. Motto of the day for sticker placement. Oh my gosh, and then I have to put more. Look at that. 3 more stickers on the bottom of this thing. Stickers. I guess it's actually not the bottom. It's technically the top with the way that the dragon is positioned. So, all right, here we go. All the stickers. Man, and these ones are even tinier. Look at that tiny little sticker. Oh, it won't focus, but look how tiny that thing is. No, this camera really doesn't like focusing. All right, which way? Okay. Had to make sure we were putting it on in the right direction. Joel, I don't know if your target is the same, but something that really annoys me in our target is, so good thing is they have a complete like Lego section, right? Bad thing, whenever they have sales on toys, they'll put the signs up all over in the Lego section where there is nothing but Lego. And then in the fine print, it says doesn't include Lego. And, you know, coming from working in retail, that's super annoying because it's like, just don't even put the signs up there. It's confusing to people. And just, there's no reason to put the signs up there, right? School is still very stressful these times, but oh my god, I just watched the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and that movie is going to be freaking amazing and probably confusing. I'm with you. Yeah. I have not watched it yet. I saw just before the stream that it had come out, so I plan on watching it afterwards. I was saying earlier in the stream, I would say I'm a pretty casual superhero, like Marvel fan. I have not seen all of the movies or even just most of them, I wouldn't say I've seen. So I haven't seen a lot of I haven't seen any of the Spider-Man movies that have Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield. I think the last Spider-Man movie that I watched live action was Tobey Maguire. Can't believe I'm admitting that. Other than I did watch Infinity War. I did watch that with my youngest. So, yes, I have seen that one. And, but yeah, I loved Into the Spider-Verse. That was a great one. And there's not really any reason. All right. I missed something. Oh, well, this side. But where did all those blue quarter rounds go? I think I missed them like way early. Oh, I think. Did I put them on? Oh, I think I know where they go. Hold on. Holding. Oh, yep. Okay. I see where they go. Not too bad. I was going to say a couple of the other ones totally make sense on why I would have quarter rounds left over, but I didn't even use these blue ones, so why would I have them left over? But it's because they go right there. So that one is left over, and then the other side of this body right here. Just need to see. I do this when I'm not building on stream too, by the way, guys. It just happens. I just get too ahead of myself. It happens. Building on stream is definitely a lot different than building by yourself. I do typically build quite a bit faster when I'm not on stream, but I do make little mistakes like this too, I guess. Mistakes. Because I often miss, if it says ×2 up here, or if it has the just tiny little something going on, I miss it sometimes. All right, those look like much more acceptable extra parts. Much more better. So, oh, okay. My build cam is still up. It looked like it wasn't up for a second. But we're just glitching out a little bit. So hopefully I'm coming through not too staticky. We're all right. I haven't really noticed about the signs, but you'll always see fine print, Lego not included. Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. I get that. But just why even put the signs up in the Lego section, right? If you have a full Lego section and you're having a promo that doesn't include Lego, why waste your time putting it up, putting any signs up? All right, I do like this fig. I think this is the Death Dealer. Where's your, oh, tiny little bag. Maybe I should build on camera. You guys just want to see the instructions? That's all we want to see is the instructions. I also moved things around a little bit in the Lego room. So my build cam is instead of being directly above me where it was before, now it's kind of far away. So I have to build over here to be on the build cam. It's pretty fun. My coffee's really cold. All right, here we go. Death Dealer's weapon. I wouldn't say that this was a likable character in the movie, but I think this face print is pretty cool and pretty accurate. So that fig is cool. I enjoy that one. I almost feel like it should have do I have Monkey Kid over here? Oh, nope. All the Monkey Kid figures that I have over here. Oh, I guess I have the brick head right here. I'll show you. Oh, sorry, bud. Okay. So the Monkey Kid, Monkey King figure has like this little feather that you put in the top right there. And I feel like he kind of needs one because I think he has like a ponytail thing. So interesting. We'll see. Maybe I'll do see how I feel about all the figs. Maybe I'll watch the movie again after building the sets and see how I feel about all the figs. I did say earlier, I do think that Wenwu should have been a shade darker skin tone. Oh, I think I see where need to give it a ninja face mask. Yeah. I see where this might have some fragile parts in the dragon. I think I might be building it now. So we will see how that goes. Because, yeah, these ball joints right here are usually pretty fragile. I feel like the way that they did the face is okay. I hide my face. Because it does like have the full mask, but I need to do some side-by-side comparisons for sure. I think the way that the dragon looks on the box looks really great to how the dragon looks in the movie. The figures could have been better though. Not too bad of a sticker placement. That one's not like an concave curve though. This one's convex, I think. It's been a while since I took geometry. Or any sort of math. Oh, I don't put that on there yet. Okay. I set this aside for now. Before I learned about bricks and pieces or Bricklink, I'll go to this camera. I was trying to find a bunch of these parts. It's for a kindergarten class. I was making micro trains. And I had our bricks and minifigs search for like a full month trying to find as many parts of those as I could. And I did end up finding enough because we were also making micro planes. And a lot of the kids did planes as well instead of trains. But man, I was like, why did you not tell me about Bricklink, bricks and minifigs? Sometimes knowledge gaps are not your friend. I spent a lot more time trying to find bricks than I should have before I learned about all of these fancy things that you can do in order to get bricks. I remember that. Yeah. Should have told me. Now I'm just calling you out. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I was trying to find so many of those because I wanted to have enough in case like all the kids. Well, because I cleared them out. I cleared them out. But yeah, I wanted to have enough in case all the kids wanted to make trains, but luckily enough of the kids wanted to make planes, and the planes parts were a lot easier to find. Because it was just like cheese wedges. I think 1x3s were the hardest parts to find for the planes that we did, which, wasn't bad to find at all. I'm surprised nobody, including me, told you about Bricklink. Yeah. I'm surprised too. It's all right though. It worked out. I had a lot of things that are weird that I didn't know about for a really long time. For being into Lego, as long as I had been into Lego, and in the way that we were building, not knowing about lugs and Bricklink and being able to buy bricks and pieces and stuff like that off the internet or off of the Lego website. I found out those things a lot later than I should have. Disappointment in myself sets in. No, it's okay. I know now. And all the kids that wanted trains got trains. So no disappointment necessary. It worked out. But yeah, and I'm still learning lots of things all the time about the Lego community. I just barely went to my first convention in August. That was the first Lego convention I had ever been to. Even though I've been to tons of conventions for other things. We go to tattoo conventions for Cole's work. I've been to like a Pinners conference and like Comic-Cons and FanX and stuff like that. So you leave it?
Yeah.
Love you.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
We need more trains in America. I would enjoy train travel across the USA and making stops in middle America and small towns. Yeah, I think stuff like that is potentially making a comeback. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think public transport is trying to come back. Cole was telling me about like Elon Musk is trying to do a underground like transport thing that you can drive your car into, and it kind of turns your car into a train. I know nothing about it other than that. Other than what Cole has told me, but that sounds pretty cool. Elon Musk is something, but it's cool to see how different people think, right? Like a lot of people don't think that far outside of the box or have those types of ideas. Ooh, I love this tail. I really like how they did that. That looks awesome. Love it. Not seeing how it wants. Oh, because I have to find this part. I was like, this makes no sense. I have to find the other part that it had me set aside. Ooh, this is gonna be big. Look at that. Micro version. I do love this micro version from the poly bag though. I think they did a really great job on that even before I started building this. The Eternals have that set. The Eternals sets have that part in a pearlescent color. Yeah, so I've seen that in gold. I haven't gotten any of the Eternal sets, but I want to bricks and pieces a lot of those parts because I've seen the gold. It looks awesome. I just don't know any of those like characters from the Eternal sets. But you know, if I find any of them on sale, I typically pick them up for parts packs and stuff like that anyway when I'm out and about and doing stuff. When I see things on sale, I will typically pick them up. So I gotta move that. I'm not gonna be able to see anything. So yeah. Okay, look. I got an email from Spotify telling me that my favorite band is coming to Salt Lake City and that I should get tickets. Guess what, Spotify? I bought tickets forever ago. Forever ago. When they went on sale to the special people fan club of that band. Ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let's see if we can get it. Ooh, I don't know if you can really tell, but that quarter round has like a weird chunk. Can you see that? Here, I'll go. We'll go big screen. Can you see that? It's got like a weird chunk on it. See if I can shave it. Except I don't know where my razor is. My X-Acto knife is not close to me like it typically is. We moved around a bunch of stuff in the Lego room. I think I showed you guys last week. We put some new shelves here. We moved out all of the like homeschool stuff and put new shelves there. I'll show you in just a second. So we've been kind of moving a lot of stuff around in the Lego room. So a lot of stuff is not where it typically is or where I'm used to it. Quality control slipping. Yes. Good morning, Yano. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like the chunk had like been taken out of it because it's like indented. I don't know if we'll be able to get it to focus on something that small. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can really, you can kind of see it at that angle. But yeah, like a chunk kind of like is taken out of it. Super weird. Just stopping in to say hi. Finally saw Shang-Chi. Yes, I watched it last night. And I've had this set sitting in my backlog for quite a while. I think I got it the day it came out, just because it's a dragon. So no matter if I liked the movie or not, I knew I would love the dragon. But after seeing the movie, guys, I almost cried. Oh, in the window next to the dry erase marker. Yeah, that's really far away though. It's okay, I'll get it. But yeah, I almost cried when the dragon came out because I was like, she's so beautiful. That's how much I love dragons, guys. Yes, I did see this question. Okay. Joel, my favorite band is Spirit Box. Imagine if your job was inspecting every Lego dot for imperfections. Oh, man. No thanks. And also, you know, that's why they give you one extra because they know that they are typical to either get lost or damaged. And man, I have so many extra dots. I'm not going to be too upset about it. So, but I just thought it was interesting. I've never seen that happen to a dot, especially like in that way. I thought it was pretty interesting. I wonder what would have had to happen to catch it, like right in that spot, you know? But yeah, I've been enjoying the build so far. I think it's pretty fun. My daughter Mandy had built the poly bag. Oh, I just had him right here. So I don't think that he's too much different, but here's the Shang-Chi that comes with, let's color on my face. Here's the Shang-Chi that comes with the poly bag. And then here's the little micro version of the dragon, which I think is actually really pretty. I think they did a really good job on this micro version. And Mandy did a really good job building it. Super cute. And then, oh yeah. So this is how far I am on the dragon. I'll pull the build cam back up in a second, but look how, we're going to go the other way. That's a pretty big difference so far. Thing is pretty big. Joel's telling me that it has like a fragile section to it, so I'm interested to see how it holds up to being played with, because it definitely will get played with. That's one thing that my kids are always playing with is the dragons, and most of the time it's fine. But I'm like, can you just not break the dragons? You know, a lot of the parts that are on, especially the Elves dragons, they're really hard to find now, or like the wings have gotten ripped and stuff like that. So I'll usually just try and pick up extras wherever I see them. So if I find stuff like that in bulk bins, or you know, when I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace, or if I'm at BAM or anything like that. Sorry, I'm looking at all my dragons right there, so it seems like I'm just looking across. But I'll try and pick up like extra wings and other things like that I find. But oh yeah, I said I was going to show you. So if you have motion sickness, prepare yourself. So there's a couple of dragons behind me, and then the backlog stack, and then the Ninjago backlog stack is over there. But we originally had like a cabinet along this wall that had all of our, you can kind of see, but they're in bags right there. Those are sets that we haven't put together after we moved. And then there's our bulk table, and then there's the shelves that we just put up. So, here, I will go grab some to show you. I'll grab the two biggest dragons. So the biggest Elves dragon is right there. She does not have molded wings. And then the other Elves dragons do have molded wings. So I'll be right back. I'll grab them. So first I'll show you these. We'll go to the big screen here. So this is the second biggest Elves dragon. This is Gust. And like these horns are not originally hers. They are actually almost like this part, but white. And I need to find those because the girls have lost them. But so she has double wings, and they are molded. But like my kids will sometimes, not that they're a little older, it hasn't been a problem, but they would like chew on these. So I've had to replace the wings on a couple of the dragons. Now that they're a little bit older, that's not as much of a problem. And then you can see that like parts like that get traded out a lot when they're playing with them. So, you know, just when I find parts like that, I'll try and pick up extras because I like them. I don't mind them playing with them. It's just hard when it's parts that aren't in production anymore, right? I can't just replace them super easily or cheap. So some of it's not too bad, but, and then this is the biggest Elves dragon. This is Alondra. Oh, see, you can see these are the parts that I was talking about. Gust has those, but in white. So they're like kind of similar or slightly different shaped. I don't know if I'll be able to get this to pick up on camera, but without making it worse, let's see. Oh, you can almost see it. Okay, maybe if I point to it now. Okay, so that if you can see, oh, you can see it right there. So the girls have played with this wing right here, and it's split. So this dragon is put up because I don't have an extra wing like this. And so it's like parts like that are a little bit harder to find, right? So this is like a plastic wing and it's split. So they're not allowed to play with this one anymore because I don't want her wing to get broken any further, and I just don't have any more of this wing. So yeah, aren't they so pretty? Okay, real talk, Aubrey. Of the 3 common dragon styles, what is your favorite serpent style, like you're building 4 legs or 2 wings? Okay. I don't necessarily know if I have a super favorite. So the serpent style is more of like an Asian inspired, right? And a lot of them have just like smaller legs where their body is really long. So like Sisu, Raya and the Last Dragon, Shang-Chi, those are all Asian inspired dragons, right? And I love those dragons. I feel like they have a lot more historical reference that means something more to me. So I think if I had to choose, I would probably choose those because they're seen more as like protectors. Wyverns are typical to like castle and medieval. Those are the ones that have wings and their hands are like a part of their wings and 2 legs. I would say Wyvern is probably in third, and then dragons like this, which are like more mythical, probably more in like Irish and Celtic, medieval type dragons that have 4 legs. Those are probably in second place. Replace it with another pair of wings for play. Yeah, if they really, really wanted to play with her, I could do that, but I've just kind of been on the hunt for another pair of wings. I just haven't found them yet. But I also haven't like really looked like on Bricklink or anything like that to get really serious about it, you know. I just put her up in the shelf that's higher up there, and then the kids can get into like these dragons that are over here that I do have extra parts for, you know. I will never forgive Peter Jackson for turning Smaug into a wyvern. It's been a really, really long time since I've read Lord of the Rings. What is Smaug supposed to be? Tell me all your feels about the dragons. Oh, here. We will go back to giving you some down cam action. Tell me all the reasons I should not be forgiving Peter Jackson as well about Smaug. If you guys haven't, I highly suggest listening to the Talk Bricks Masters. It's very difficult to say the title of that. Talks Bricks Masters podcast. They've done a lot of really great interviews throughout all the seasons, post and during, and right now they're doing, pre, during, and now they're doing post interviews. Most recently, the one that I listened to was Philip and Maria, and that was really interesting. Even getting to chat with a lot of the Lego Masters from season 2 and doing their Lego Masters panel and stuff like that. They talked about a lot of things that I hadn't heard them talk about before, and it was really cool. But the one before that was Brian and Lauren, and they got to talk about a lot of their stories that were cut from the show. And, you know, I had been able to talk to them about their stories. It's dragon group therapy. Yes, I'm here for some dragon group therapy. Sorry, I'll finish my thought about Brian and Lauren. I had talked to them a lot about how their stories had not been in the show a whole lot because they are really big storytellers, and going into the show, that's what they were thinking was going to be really awesome for them because season 1 was a lot about storytelling, right? And then they get on season 2 and storytelling was like almost non-existent until closer to the end. I put this piece on before I put the sticker on. But yeah, it's kind of cool to hear them talk about a lot of their stories that were cut from the episode. And then Maria and Philip talk about how when they were on the show and realized that they had to learn some gearing, they like went home from the first, or went to their hotel room after the first episode, I think. And they started watching Tricky Bricks YouTube videos to learn some gearing and things like that. And I thought that that was really sweet of them to say that. So that's a really good podcast to listen to if you are into things like that, listening to the Lego Masters chat about fun things. And also, I listened to Back to Brick with Zachary Steinman this week as well. That was super fun. All right. Smog was a dragon and not a wyvern, so 4 legs. Because wyvern technically still is a dragon, just like a sub-species of a dragon. Molded wings are obviously fine, other than I would always choose plastic over cloth wings. I'm traumatized by Moro Dragon, which is papery cloth wings, which are completely ruined by dust. Yeah, there's a couple of sails in the older like pirate ships that are that way as well, right? Like they just don't hold up well over time. I wish Lego had the license to How to Train Your Dragon. I would love that. Like so much. I would love that. And my kids would lose their minds. My kids also really love Rescue Riders, which is kind of like the younger kid spinoff of that. And if they had those smaller, like there's just smaller dragons that are like meant to be kid dragons. But yeah, my kids have like all the little figures of all the How to Train Your Dragons. Which team was Brian and Lauren? Lego Masters 2 was a blur of destruction. That is 100% true. So much destruction. Brian and Lauren are the brother and sister team that were not Jack and Dawn. So there were 2 brother and sister teams, and Brian and Lauren were the younger of the 2 brother and sister teams. They built their dog, Hazel, for the puppet challenge. And anyway, what made me think of it was they actually did the big black and red hat, and the accessory that they built with it was like a big eye of Sauron, like amulet that they built to go with their hat. So bye, Galaxy Ace. Thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you have a great dinner. See you later. Yeah, I need to rewatch that Gearing Tricky Picks episode. Yes. So before you got here, I was talking about a couple of things that I want to figure out how to do because I really only know how to do manual play functions. And motorizing and gearing and things like that are not stuff that I'm familiar with. But I love play functions. So, I kind of just want to figure out how to do those things. How to figure out how to do gearing and motorization to be able to up my play functions, but specifically for the 2 castles that I want to work on, that I would like to take to Brick Slopes. Potentially Brick's Cascade, depending on whether we drive or fly. I'm not sure what we'll be taking to Brick's Cascade. Like I said, just based on whether we drive or fly, because it's part of our Cole and my anniversary is on our 10-year wedding anniversary is on March 3rd. So we're kind of putting Brick's Cascade in part of our 10-year wedding anniversary trip. So we just need to figure out the stuff that we are doing and if we are going to drive or fly, and then we'll decide which mocks we are going to take. But I loved Brian and Lauren's underwater dance party build for the windmill challenge. Yeah, I don't think that they did a build that I didn't really enjoy. I thought they were extremely talented and just a really fun team. I really liked their dynamic, and they're just like that in person. Like, they are so fun and extremely kind and lots of smiles and laughs, and I really, really enjoyed hanging out with them. I got to go to dinner with them after FanX. After we did their panel at FanX, we went out to dinner it was Brian and Lauren and Natalie and Michelle, and then Michelle had brought her friend, which she said was like her sister. They had known each other for so long, so. Let's hope so. I've been organizing my neglected Technic drawer. Oh, Yano. Mine's still not done. I've been working on it for like months, trying to sort all of these things. And anytime I get to Technic, I'm like, I move a couple pieces and then I'm like, I'm over it. I'm good. No thanks. Sorry, that comes from something that my middle daughter, Willow, and Mandy, I don't remember which one of them said it more, but they would always be like, no thanks, I'm good. Oh, I chose the wrong sticker. No, I didn't. Why does that look like the wrong sticker, though? We're going to go with the one that it pictures and not the number that it says. It's a long way off, but I put all my gears in a Ziploc bag. You're getting somewhere. We don't have a ton of gears. I think we only have a couple. And so I want to pick up, I've seen a gearing book that comes with like quite a few gears and then teaches you the super basics. But I don't think what I want to learn has a lot to do with a ton of gearing. So, it might. I'm going to talk to a couple of my friends that are local to see, what they would suggest doing. Wow, I cannot do this that far away. Sorry. It has to be close to my face. For some reason, like an old lady. Need to put on my glasses. I draw this way too and write this way. If I'm writing in a notebook or a pencil or anything like that. This is the only thing that I have close, but I'll be like this. And it's not because I can't see it. It's just, that's what's comfortable for me. I don't know. I've been that way even in school. I would like lay on my desk and write like this. And then you like sit up and your handwriting looks very different. It's pretty funny. Anybody else do weird stuff like that? Just me? Okay. All right. We're adding this to Big Mama Scrimp. So I refer to this as Big Mama Scrimp and Baby Scrimp because Jamae from Bricks and Mortar built this and called it Big Daddy Scrimp. And where'd I put little baby Scrimp? And then Michaela from Snot Okay built little baby Scrimp. So they named these Baby Scrimp and Big Daddy Scrimp. But I found out in the movie that this is Big Mama Scrimp. So she is now Mama instead of Daddy. So if you're wondering where that reference comes from, it's just from other streamers when they built it. And I love it. Okay, if you're comfortable making manually driven drivetrains, adding motors will be simple for you. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that motorizing the stuff that I already kind of want to do, because I've already made it. I just want to make it bigger because the castle itself is just going to be bigger. So I think I'll be okay with that. I just have never motorized anything to do with Lego. I built a lot of stuff in school and like wood shop, and we do tons of DIY, and I usually learn pretty quickly. So I'm not necessarily concerned about it. I just usually like to know a good place to start. So, maybe those books would be a good place to start. All right, I should go playing ukulele at a farmer's market for like 3 hours today. I should be getting ready for. Dang. Have fun, Yano. That sounds awesome. Have a great day, too. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to see you. Tricky stuff is all changing. Drive direction, altering. Wow. Altering speed and torque, and the motor is just replacing a need for hand crank. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully I'll get it. I want to do a fox Hedwig build, but with dragons. Yes. That would be awesome. Wish I could go. How come we can't, Joel? You working? Hanging out with the kids? Doing something fun? Ooh, I'm building the claw. I'm not going to lie. I will probably watch this movie again. I think Cole would prefer if I waited for him, so I might watch it again after I'm done with this stream. Or after I go pick up the kids from school. I'm not sure. But like I said before, I kind of almost cried when this dragon came out. Plus, I think after looking at a few of after I watched it, I kind of looked up a couple of things from the lore and some history of the characters and things like that. And since there were so many subtitles, I think watching it again, you'll just catch a couple more things that we didn't catch before. Oh, I did this on the opposite side. I have to pretend that I'm working from home. Nice. I'm sure I could just put this on the other side, but I've never seen them do dragon claws like this. Using this part. I'm not upset about it. I really like it. There's quite a few typical ways. Oh, neither of the dragons that I brought over have it. I think it was more in Ninjago. But I have to pretend that I'm working from home. Yep. I get that. Totally get that. Oh man, I should have just put this on the other side. I built the wrong side first. Whoops. Look at me go. Just doing all the things. All right. Why didn't it tell me to do the other one 2 times? Or did it tell me to do it 2 times? Ooh, that's weird. Okay, we got to go back to down cam for you to see. All right, so this is the one that I just built. And you guys can see that it says 2 times right here, right? That's the stuff that I miss all the time. But on the next one, it tells me to do it 2 times here. How come I'm so inconsistent? Seems strange. Seems strange. Okay, also these parts right here are the ones that get you. The left side and the right side. Oh, and I'm still not even building on camera. Not that I'm building it correctly anyway. It's fine. Do we come here to watch the builds? That's what a lot of streamers always say. It's like, I mean, I kind of come to watch the builds, but I also come to listen and just hang out and chill. But I do the streams because I'm building and like to hang out with you guys while I'm chatting. Or like to chat with you guys while I'm doing it. Because as you can see, I have a backlog that I need to get through, and streaming helps me do that. It helps me get through. Okay. I see what we were doing on the instructions. I understand. I understand the 2 times thing. It's making sense to me now. And it's not super inconsistent. It's all right. We'll let it slide. It's me that was the problem. But yeah, anyway, having a set stream schedule to work on backlog is really helpful. And I appreciate all of you guys that come to hang out while I do it. It's fun for me. I get to chat and hang out while I'm getting this done. And, end up talking about weird things like what movies scared you when you were a child. Yes, exactly. I need to do that to reduce my backlog. Joel, just if you want, I think it's Cy O'Connor that streams something about their backlog every week. So, I know you say you're pretending to work from home. If you truly want to pretend, you can come hang out on stream. And we can both build backlog stuff. you'd have to be on camera. Wah, wah, wah. I'm not doing things. Oops. Rip that out. That wasn't the one I wanted to rip out. There we go. Okay. And then I can't put my face on camera. I'm wanted by the federal government and mafia. Nice. That's fair. That's fair. Us fellow tricky luggers, though. We've seen your face, Joel. We've seen it. Also, have you never gone on Brickanista's? I thought you had been on Brickanista's channel before. Maybe not. You should. You should do a mock improv with her. They're super fun. Thought I just messed up again, but all right. After we finish the legs, I'm gonna go be done on the stream. But to wrap up, this movie was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I will probably go watch it again later today. Maybe I'll wait for Cole to get home. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Cole wasn't here when I watched it. I watched it with my kids yesterday. Oh, what did you say? Okay. If I were to do a mock improv, I'd be checking brick set for a part and then opening a set to use the part, and nothing would be built in 90 minutes. Okay, that was one of the difficult things about doing mock improv. Was like trying to sit in this seat while doing it. Something that I don't like about the way that our Lego room is set up, and it's because of these custom built-in shelves behind me. So all of our sorted is in these Alex drawers behind me. And originally what I wanted was to be able to stack them on top of each other so it's all directly behind me. But it's not. Because of those custom built-in shelves, I can't stack them in the way that I would like to stack them. So trying to get parts for the stream was pretty difficult. And staying on stream while building. So yeah, I basically just picked a set at the beginning and opened it that I thought would have the most suitable parts. And then I picked a couple of other like minifigs and parts and stuff like that. So for the most part, I just limited myself to using those parts. But it was hard. It was difficult. Typically if I'm building a mock, I am just up and down the whole entire time because, or I'll we have trays that we use. So I'll fill a tray with a bunch of different parts at a time. And then if I need more, then I'll stand back up. But couldn't do that in mock improv. So yeah, that was a difficult part for sure. All right. So I do still have the head and Shang-Chi and Wenwu to build, but this is where we got for today. I'll probably finish it up here in a few minutes, just after I go do some things, but it's quite a bit bigger than I expected it to be. And I'm happy with it. Like I said, there's a little baby scrimp. Adorable. That's the polybag version. And then I like the stand that it sits on. I think that's really fun. So I really enjoyed the movie. If you like superhero movies, definitely check it out. I think it had really good story. If you don't like superhero movies, it's probably still pretty good. Something that I really enjoyed about the movie actually were the fight scenes. So I watched Mortal Kombat, the new one, when it came out on HBO, and I'm a pretty big Mortal Kombat fan. That's a movie that I watched as a child that my parents probably shouldn't have let me watch as young as I watched it, but I did, and I loved it. But the new one that just came out, its fight scenes were really good, but it was very well choreographed, but they were very brutal. The thing that I really liked about the fight scenes that felt very different in this one, and my kids, I think it was Willow, she actually even said, she was like, whoa, are they fighting or are they dancing? Because the way that they choreographed it was just really pretty. Like it was just very aesthetically pleasing. Like it was really interesting to watch. And some of them weren't that way. It was just a couple of the fights, like probably the first. No, it's not the first fight scene that you see. One of the first fight scenes that you see between Wenwu, the main villain, technically, I guess, one of the main human villains. The fight scene that you see with him and a woman it's really cool. It's really pretty. I like the way that they do it, and it's out in nature. And yeah, I just thought the whole movie was very visually pleasing. I have seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and yeah, it was good. Done with the meeting and you're still partying. Nice. Yes, but I am leaving currently. So here's how far. We saw the head of the dragon, which I'm excited. The eyes of the dragon are super awesome. I'm really excited to see those. And then there's like the rest of there's Shang-Chi and Wenwu, and then the rings, the 5 rings that this one comes with. But yes, Joel, I have, of course, seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And I've also seen, like, the terrible kung fu movies. Is it Kung Pao? That's like kind of like a parody kung fu movie. Yeah, I've seen that one before, too. But here are the 2 minifigs that I've built so far. It comes with 4 and Morris, and Morris is super cute. I might get another Morris and paint this one just to give him like the little color that his feathers have. We'll see. I know that he's probably one of the more expensive. When he fights the cow. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yep. That's the movie. Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't seen Shang-Chi, I highly suggest seeing it. It was a really beautiful movie. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed how it was shot. I think they did really good with the aesthetics of the whole movie. And yes, the other Shang-Chi set does have Morris in it as well. I have to look on Bricks and Pieces to see if he's even available. He might not be. So, but yes, definitely check out the movie if you haven't seen it. It is available on Disney Plus now. I think you'll really enjoy it. It has really good story. It's fun to watch. It's really intriguing. I really enjoyed it. And dragons, always dragons. So thank you, TJ. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, Joel. Thanks for hanging out, Maddie. Thanks for coming back after your meeting. I hope your meeting went well. And everybody else has stopped in. It was good to see you, Yano. And Jamae was here earlier, and Flynn came in and said hi. He works Wednesday mornings, which is why they don't stream on Wednesday anymore. So that was cool to see you. Thanks, Flynn. And Galaxy Ace and Zan stopped in for a minute. I love you guys. You guys are all amazing. So thanks for hanging out. I'll be back next Wednesday in the morning if I don't go into my... Hey, Ross. How's it going? I'm just about to head out, but this is how far I got on the Shang-Chi dragon. If you haven't seen the movie, it's awesome. Check it out. And find a sitter for you, Lug. I'll do my best. I don't know. It's difficult. But yeah, I don't know what I will be doing next week, but I will be here next week it's 10 a.m. my time. So I know it's pretty early. So bye, husband. Hope you're having a good day at work. Just bring the kids. I don't think Cody would appreciate that. Okay. Bye, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.